Good morning. It's actually morning yet again. It is 10 a.m.-ish. The time is 10:47 on Friday, the 10th of June. How are we all doing? Welcome into twitch.tv/Ice Cream Uploads. My name is Graham D, and I'm joined by the man. That's what I meant to say. This is going to be a long old day. As I've just tweeted out, I've had 7 hours sleep in the last 48 hours, so this is going to be fine. I'm joined by the man that we call Bippy. I'll read Bib.
Hello. Guten Tag. Good morning. Hello, Friday.
Yeah. Excited for the weekend, babe?
No.
No? Not
Going to be an absolute grueler. I'm excited about playing games for as long as we potentially are going to be playing them. But the thought, I don't think I've actually stayed up 24 hours since I was about 14. I've always been an old man. I'm always... Well off topic, I did see something today on Facebook to say that there is going to be places brought into Manchester and Bolton and Wigan and stuff like that. It's a nightclub that starts at 7 and finishes at 11. How fucking cool is that? That is me all over that.
Oh, see, once I'm throwing shapes, I'm like, okay, just another couple of hours.
Nah. I hit a wall. Like it's the bare tiredness situation, so it's very difficult for me to find that middle ground. So if I have too much beer, I'll have to leave because I've hit the wall. I can't have any more beer, therefore I don't want to stay out. Sleep deprivation at this moment in time after having a child is very low at the moment. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, sleep deprivation is very high. So I'm now trying to find that balance in between. So tomorrow is going to be a very good test of the baby stamina.
Yeah, see, for me, it's like, it's not so much the beer or the tiredness, it's the DJ. The DJ controls it for me. So, like, you get that natural progression where you might start off with stuff that's just easy listening or whatever, and then they might go through something a bit more modern or whatever, and then they go through into, like, your old schooly sort of stuff. And depending on where you are, that could be 80s or 90s or 70s or whatever, and then you might get something a bit heavier and stuff, and then it usually just kind of peters off or goes into some way where you think, oh, I've had all the cool stuff, or I've had all the cheesy stuff or whatever. Now I just and then I get lost and I'm like, oh, okay, fuck it. Unless you get a good DJ.
They've ruined your vibe.
Unless you get a good DJ, and then the lights come on and it's 3 a.m. You're like, fuck, fuck this.
You've been peeling your feet off the floor for the last 4 hours without even knowing about it.
Been studying sick all this time. God damn. But anyway, if you're in the stream, please do feel free to get involved in the chat. If you don't know who we are, if you don't know what this is, well, this is the Scoop. We are Ice Cream Uploads, and in true Scoopy fashion, in true Ice Creamy fashion, this is the Scoop, the UK's #1 video game podcast. If we do say so ourselves, we are live for the next hour or so to give you our thoughts and impressions on the biggest, the best, the breaking stories from the world of video games. But it's not just about our thoughts and impressions. We want to hear your thoughts and impressions, and then your thoughts and impressions on our thoughts and impressions. So please do feel free to get involved. As mentioned, we do go live on Twitch each and every single weekday, just like today at 10 a.m.-ish. Yeah, we fucking did it, baby.
Yeah, that's at least twice this week. We've gone live within the 10 area, within the 10 o'clock region.
We've had 2 10 o'clocks, and then you did a pre-10 o'clock as well. So,
yeah, I did. It was like an 9:30, wasn't it?
So, I mean, we'll forget the fact that we had to cancel yesterday's because studio stuff and whatever. But on average,
it looks fucking boss though.
On average, we are probably hitting a 10 a.m. average for the streams this week. Let's go, baby.
Yeah. And honestly, like the reason we cancelled the stream yesterday is I was fucking about in the studio. Like, from the camera that you are going to be looking through tomorrow, it's not going to look that different. However, being able to show multiple consoles at the same time, as well as trying to get camera positions in the right place, as well as putting in some green screen activities and whatnot, is a bit of a fucking ball ache. Yeah, it was a bit of a ball ache, but yeah. Well, I'm gonna try not to put as many of the wires on stream as possible, but they're fucking everywhere, hanging off the ceiling, and televisions, and it's a bit of a shit show, but it's what it is.
It'll be what it is. I mean, some of it might not work. I did mention something somewhere. I think it might have been in Timeless' stream this morning. About how we've not tested everything. I'm going to say everything, I mean anything. So it might work, it might not work, but we're in there for 24 hours, so we've got plenty of time to fix it. Let's go.
We've got fail-safes. If this profile does not work, we can roll back to the normal profile. That's essentially what I've set up. If it goes tits up, we go back to how we usually have it. Just like that. One click of a button. Well, 2 clicks, go offline, change scenes, back online again, 3 buttons.
Yeah. Do you know what? We'll come back to that in just a second. Before we do, I'm going to just finish up with the intro. So we are live on Twitch. We do turn the live stream into a podcast, a video on YouTube, and an audio podcast on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Google Play. So if you're in the stream, please do feel free to get involved on behalf of everyone that watches on demand. And that's over 130,000 people so far. So please do feel free to get involved. Before we jump into the show, there's a couple of things that I want to mention. The subathon, !subathon in the chat, will give you access to a link that has the schedule plus the sub goals. I think it's the sub goals first, and then I added the schedule as a second tweet to that now. So there you go. There you go. Sub goals and schedule. Thank you very much, Mr. Nigio. So that's in the chat. Do feel free to check that. If you don't know what the subathon is, basically we are going live for 12 hours, and then I said potentially 24 hours. I did see Nigio a little bit further up saying potentially ? It's definitely 24 hours. So that's great. Oh no.
I'm sleeping in the studio.
Yeah.
I'm bringing my camping. I've got a camping bed. I'm fucking bringing that with me.
Well, we've just part of the reason why we weren't streaming yesterday and we had silly stream times this week is because we've just had new carpets and stuff installed. That is like sleeping on a bed anyway. So if we do need naps, we'll just go into the next room and just like sit on the mega cushioned carpet floor. Nice. So yes, the subathon is taking place this weekend. We are streaming for 12 hours. The aim is to get 300 subs. That's the aim. I mean, there is more. If we want to push the envelope, we can get a barbecue, we can get some drinks, we can do all sorts of other stuff. It's all within the links that Nietzsche has brought into the chat. So yeah, do feel free to join us this weekend with the aim of us putting on an event for you guys at our studio in August. Obviously, if you guys want to come along to the studio in August, we will sort all of that stuff out once we unlock, if we unlock that target. Hopefully we do. Hopefully it's a good stream. Hopefully we keep you guys entertained for 12 to 24 hours and not a minute longer. Not a fucking minute longer. So it's got 11 not 11, 23, 59, 59 and off. Boop. That's it. It's gone.
I was trying to do the maths last night, but I'm shit at maths and my head was falling apart. But Nietzsche just put £100 gets 5 hours. Is that gifted? So is that just like to gifting say 1 subs, or is that just subscribing? Like I'm still trying to work it out. Like how many subs will we need for us to be able to have a further 12 hours on that?
It's not a lot. We went quite generous with the times on that. So there's probably some good learnings in this for us. We'll drop that back.
Very.
1 sub is 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I've seen a lot of people's like their sub goals are like really high, and then the time is really low.
That'll do.
So yeah, I feel like
face.
we've definitely done ourselves an injustice on this one, and it's 100% going to kill us.
Yeah, this is what happens when we try to be generous. We're not even keeping the proceeds from the subathon. We're making it into an event so we can bring people around. Next time it'll be like 1 sub is 14 seconds. A tier 3 sub, we might. Do you know what? We'll give you 45 seconds for that one. Yeah. So yeah, next time, greedy fuckers. That's what we should be doing. Shout out to Next Gen Base. I was trying to hold for that because it was in the transition and didn't know whether you lost my audio for a second then whilst it was on it. But shout out to Next Gen Base, who's just dropped a 7-month in a row tier 1 sub. That puts us on 11 in total, baby. 1 more month until we get the birthday. Happy birthday to you. Okay, that's enough of that. So thank you very much, Next Gen Base. We appreciate that. That does take us alarmingly close to the next sub goal. Do you know what? I'm not even going to talk about sub goals and stuff because that's all what happens on the weekend. Obviously, ! Subathon. If you haven't heard the details, if you haven't seen it all, you can check it all there. But before that happens, we have even more stuff for us to give to you guys, and it's not the first time we've tried to give this away this week. You're just not interested in free stuff. I'm sorry, it's just not good enough. We're trying to give you stuff. We're trying to sort you out, and you're just not. No, okay. So we have ! Loot drop. If anyone hasn't typed it in the chat before, the loot drop is basically where subscribers win prizes on this channel. 1 subscriber every month bags a prize free of charge. This month's prize is Mario Strikers for the Nintendo Switch. If you don't have a Nintendo Switch or you're not interested in Mario Strikers, we will sort you out with a different game. But, we like to mix up the messaging rather than just go free game every month because that would be a bit bland. So we are giving away Mario Strikers or a game of your choice. Terms and conditions apply this month to 1 subscriber. And this list of subs was drawn on Monday. Bibby exported the list from Twitch, put it into Wheel of Names, and did a draw. Steel Plater won. We gave 48 hours for Steel Plater to come back. Then looked in the Discord and rolled back to see Spike saying it's probably better off it being 72 hours rather than 48 hours, because I'd be gutted if I won a prize and missed it by a couple of hours, because quite often I can have a couple of days where I'm working and not check in. So we're like, okay, that makes sense. So it was Lumps. We gave Lumps 72 hours to get into Discord to get his prize claimed. He did it well within that, but because we'd given 72 hours, Steel Plater had 72 hours. That has now passed, and we haven't had any claiming from Steel Plater. So the prize is open again. Spike says, I don't even see my name. I'm trying to read it, but it's rolling round.
Have a look in the list.
Oh, yeah, good point. Nice. There you go. There's Big... Oh, no, you can't even see it. It's not even on the screen. Fuck. There you go. There's Big Zombie Monkey there in the list. Skadoosh. I want to find him on the wheel now, even though it's moving. Oh, there he is. There's Spike. There he goes on the greyish one. There he is. Big zombie monkey there going around. Can you see it? You can't even see the mouse. Oh, can you see the mouse? Yeah, you can see the mouse. It's somewhere on there. There you go. That one. Nice. So there's Spike. So yes, anyway, we did the draw. Steel Plater didn't bag it, so we are going to re-roll this again. So I'm going to put this back on the screen. I'm going to hit the shuffle a few times. Bosh, 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 bosh. Okay, shuffle's gone. And for the second time, in June 2022, we are going to draw the loot drop. The winner of Mario Strikers, or a game of their choice, is...
Good luck.
Live Action Pixel. There we go. GG's to Live Action Pixel. You have bagged yourself Mario Strikers or a game of your choice. However... want to add this in. Big fan of Live Action Pixel. I know Nick very well. I'm not going to message him. But he does drop into the streams. He might even be in the Discord. If he's in the Discord, which I think he is, actually. I think he is in the Discord.
Yeah, I think he is.
So he will get notified. Okay, that's pretty much claimed then. So GG's to Nick, Live Action Pixel. I wasn't sure if he was in the Discord, but I think he is. So there we go. I want to see who was next to it, just to see.
Yes, I can see him. He's right there in the Discord.
Joey McSun and Average View, they were the closest to it. So nobody in the stream today was like millimeters away, which is nice because it's none of that. Oh, you're so close, but yet so far. So there we go. Live Action Pixel, aka Nick, has potentially won Mario Strikers or a game of his choice. Nice.
Mike's comment as well. That's a very, very good point. There are so many names, it's hard to find. Imagine what it's going to look like after the summer fun.
Fuck's sake.
This is bullshit. Rigged.
This is bullshit.
Hopefully the wheel will go up to that amount.
It? Yeah, do you know? Yeah, good point. Do you know what? Let's do some science in. Okay. But let's chrome back on the stream. Copy all. Paste. 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 Okay, we're currently at 582 entries, and it just looks like lines. Okay, this is for nothing, by the way. I'm just going to roll it and see if it actually works.
Jesus, people are genuinely going to miss out by a pixel.
What? Who's won nothing? And the winner is Gerrod76. Nice. There you go. You've won nothing. Let's go. Control A, boom. Delete. Nice. So there you go. Okay, let me jump back up through the comments. I've missed a bunch of stuff. Lake says, just for my lunch once again, in time or on time. Nice. Enjoy the lunch, Lake. Enjoy the news. Yeah. We are going to run you through a bunch of stuff today. We will be taking you through everything that was announced at Summer Game Fest 2022. I was at an award ceremony last night. We didn't win, as predicted. But that meant I missed Summer Games Fest. I did, though, get to go through it all today, and fuck me, there was a lot announced.
There was a lot.
Yeah. I'm sat there going, I'm knackered this morning because of the award stuff. It was in Blackpool. It didn't finish till silly o'clock in the morning. Then I had to drive back to Manchester and then get up for school runs and stuff this morning. So I'm sat there going through this list, just like flagging, like, wow, there's more. So we will go through that, Lake. Don't worry. We'll take you through everything, plus a couple of other stories, and we'll give you your free Game Friday reminders as well. Lake's in the chat. Timeless is in the chat. Hey, Tazbad's there as well. I don't even have a cup of water, says Lake. God, get yourself sorted out, mate. Get yourself. Perfect. Just finished my work call. Impeccable timing. You're welcome. Bloody work experience, boy. I'm back. What? Says JMK. I know. 10 a.m. Imagine that. It's easy. I did 24 hours with beans, says Spike, talking about the subathon. Neither of us went delirious and started laughing at random and not funny things. Yeah, absolutely. The thing is, there is massive potential for that. Me and Bibby can get giggly and start laughing at random shit anyway when we're in the same studio, let alone after 18 hours of constant streaming. The worst thing is, though, is Bibby's got 18 hours of constant me just pecking his head, so we might see Bibby commit a murder.
I've got a 6-month-old child now. Do you know what I mean? I'm used to it.
We'll see.
Yeah, don't poke the fucking bear.
I'm fully expecting we'll need lots of alerts. Alert. For fuck's sake, says Tino. Yeah, that didn't work because alerts obviously isn't the one. Alert is, but it had been triggered like a minute before by was it Lake? It was Lake. So yeah, that's why it didn't work. But good going, Tino. You nailed it. Last time I went to a nightclub, I was so old by comparison. I felt like Jimmy Savile. Fuck. Early and nearly on time. Fucking world is coming to an end. I know. What a week. If it goes tits up, just blame Tito. That's what we usually do. Still got a queue of 30 for downloads on my Series S. What 30? You got 30 games downloading? I'm confused. Give me the details, Asman. Bring me up to speed. I'm sleep deprived. You have to spell it out for me today. I mean, most days anyway, but today especially. August is my birthday. Just saying, says Spike. Nietzsche says all of it. Ooh, Saki bastard. Love it. Next Gen Base. Now then, thank you very much once again for the 11 months Next Gen Base. And I missed that one as well. I will come down to that one in the feed. But Bowser, thank you very much for 100 bits, dude. Appreciate that. Should save that for tomorrow. You'd have extended the stream a little bit. Just saying. But appreciate that, dude. Thank you very much. £100 straight dono gets 5 hours.
Oh yeah, because it's every 3. It adds 3 minutes every pound on it. We've not thought about this. We have not thought about this one bit.
Okay. Yeah. Oh no.
Damn.
So the worst thing is we could do a 24-hour stream and get no subs.
Do you know what? Bastard. Just thought about that, yeah.
So good news, we've been on stream for 24 hours. Bad news, there's going to be no event in August. Okay. I never win nothing, says Tito. It's one day. Reroll. Yes, I'm just in time for prizes. Well, you were, but then you weren't, Enzo. So unfortunate. I love that there's so many names. It's hard to find. Imagine what it'll look like after Subathon. Oh, we had that one already. But yes, that's going to be ridiculous. I mean, we've seen it with 500-ish there. It's just like and the winner is, can't even tell. Just got to wait for the name to pop up at the end because there's no reading that. Gerard, 76. Let's go. 10,000 bits equals 100 minutes added at 125. A straight £100 dono gets 300 minutes. I see you maths. See, there's a reason for that. The reason the dono gets you it for cheaper is because we get more from the donor. Bits, Twitch takes 50% off, whereas a donation, you don't give any to Twitch. So, you see, that's why. I'm grabbing my copy of Mario Strikers today. Not from us, you know. No. Let's know how you like it. I've heard a few people saying it's better than Mario Golf, which if you listen to Bibby, I think that's kind of expected. Yeah, look at his face. There you go. See that's it. And Bibby's missed
Put any game out. Yeah, put any game out. It'd have been better.
Talking about Joey McSun, Nietzsche says, Joey, fuck that guy. It's a kaleidoscope, exactly. If Tino had come out, then I would have pissed myself. Just imagine. And the winner of absolutely nothing is Tino. Let's go. Yeah. Lots of stuff in Summerfest, tons. Goat Simulator 3 for the win. Yeah, that looked good. GG's good. The Last of Us Part 1. Although that came out before, didn't it? It got leaked about at least an hour before, maybe a couple of hours before. PlayStation leaked their own massive stuff to the point where Jeff Keighley had to tweet out like a shrugging emoji because his main headline piece of content got leaked. Oh no. the best game didn't even make the main show. The Plucky Squire looks amazing. See, I actually was scrolling through social media this morning, and Bob Duck and Weave shared the Plucky Squire, which is what made me start watching Summer Game Fest. I realised I don't have 3 hours, so I went to the article that we have in the Scoop, which I will bring on screen shortly, and went through that. And the Plucky Squire isn't in this article. Is that because it wasn't in the main show then? It was in the pre-show-ish stuff? I haven't seen it. I didn't watch the video because I thought it was going to be in that. So I will come back to that one afterwards. All I saw was a screen that looked like Toy Story. So I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
And that's what made me open up Summer Game Fest. But anyway, I came out years ago, you big, bald, beautiful bastard. I didn't really, says Tito. Yeah, you did. And so did we all did. We all came out and then went back in again because that's how we move around. Okay. You got to go home to a screaming kid. I mean... Hey! We said that. Milo's grabbed hold of a charger cable.
Yeah.
Hey, you little butthead. He's awake now. God damn it. God damn it. Wait a minute. When Bibby commits murder, he does it as a Scottish man. That's all he always does. Yeah, you know. Do you know what? I'm gonna have to jump because we are so far up the feed and we're already 30 minutes into the Scoop that I'm gonna have to jump down the comments. So if you've said something and I've missed it, do feel free to drop it in the chat. If it was just conversational, then that's fine. Well, it's fine. It's fine. Talk amongst yourself. That's okay. For us now, though, I am going to jump into the news. Silencer, welcome in, dude. I didn't think Twitch took money from bits. I thought 1 bit gave the streamer 1p. Twitch then made them. I don't actually see. You could be right there. To be fair, I mean, I see you, maths, like you said. Whatever. I mean, I thought we did get stuff taken off us from Twitch's transactional processes. I thought it was double dipping, but I don't actually know there. To be fair, for now though, we will bring our first bit of news on the screen. This is written by Josh West at Games Radar, and this is everything announced at Summer Game Fest 2022. I'm not going to read the spiels for each game because we're 30 minutes into the show already, but I will go through. And then if you want me to come back to anything specific, that means I'm talking to you there, babe, or the stream, then do feel free to let me know, and then we can jump back through it. So the games, and I don't know if this, I don't think it was in order from what I saw. I watched like the first half an hour of it. I think it's mostly in order, but I think some bits are maybe a little bit skewy. But the games that were announced were Street Fighter 6. The Callisto Protocol, obviously announced is probably not the correct word because these have been announced, but the games that were covered were Street Fighter 6, The Callisto Protocol, Stormgate, Aliens Dark Descent, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Flashback 2, Fort Solace, Outriders World Slayer, Witchfire, Routine, Fall Guys Season 1, even though they're in like Season 17 or something, but High Water, American Arcadia, Goat Simulator 3, Marvel's Midnight Suns, Cuphead The Delicious Last Course, Neon White, Midnight Fight Express, Warframe, Honkai Star Rail, Zenless Zone Zero, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, Humankind, One Piece Odyssey, Soul Hackers 2, told you there was a lot, Capcom Arcade, Second Stadium, Metal Hellsingers, Nightingale, Saints Row, Layers of Fears, Gotham Knights, Warhammer 40,000 Darktide, The Last of Us multiplayer for PS5, The Last of Us on HBO, and The Last of Us Part 1, the remake rather than the remaster for the PS5 of the original PS3 game. I'm done.
Yeah, there's a lot there, isn't there?
I mean, that is ridiculous. Even just running through the list. Even just running through the list. Come on. Even just running through the list, it felt like it was an absolute chore going through. Anything in that list stand out in particular to you there, Bib?
There is quite a lot, actually. Obviously, the reboot of Saints Row. I've seen a lot of I don't want to say bad press, but a lot of people who've managed to have a bit of a playtest on it and the reviews that have come out of the early access press events and stuff. They've said it's quite bland. The characters are a little bit duff and the environment's a little bit duff. I don't care. I'm going to be playing it anyway because I love Saints Row, so I'm excited to see what a Saints Row reboot looks like compared to what we got with the previous editions or the later editions of the original Saints Row franchise. So I'm excited to see what happens with that. Layers of Fear, I genuinely think Layers of Fears. I genuinely think that Layers of Fear is one of the scariest games I've ever played. I don't know if it was anything to do with the paranormal stuff or the fact that it was in first person. The time in which I was playing it, I don't know. It's like as if the whole everything came together for it to be fucking terrifying for me. Really enjoyed that, so I'm excited to see what comes of this one. Obviously, we've been waiting for Gotham Knights. I can't wait to see more of that. But one game did catch my attention, which is Warhammer 40k Darktide. Now, there's been obviously a lot of Warhammer games, and I associate Warhammer games with like the RTS turn-based, like Command and Conquer-esque type games. But seeing this in first person as a four-player as a four-player co-op game, looks fucking badass, man. Like, it looks really, really good. It's obviously the first time I've seen the trailer. It does say that there have been first-person Warhammer games like this before. I'm yet to play any of them. But this looks cool. Definitely looks like a booby game. So I'm excited to see more of that before it comes out. Obviously, The Last of Us kind of goes without saying. Despite me, don't kill me, not playing the second one yet.
I'm not either, so I can't say anything. Where is... Otherwise, gone past it. Warhammer. There we go. Mute.
Yeah, a new Turtles game. Yes, please. Love the Turtles.
Looks great.
Yeah,
Side scroller.
Big
It's
fan.
basically Streets Rage 4, but with, the heroes in a half shell. Let's go.
Yes, please. Obviously, Marvel's Midnight Suns. We've been waiting for that one for quite a while now, and it's definitely that is 100% a baby game. So that is one that I can't wait to sink my teeth out. It's teeth. Got to just slip back into Scottish again.
Take my teeth out.
I've done really well all these years to hide my Scottish accent, and just put on a broad Mancunian one.
It's been a murder. My name's Enzo.
Big shout out though. Big shout out to Goat Simulator 3 for parodying the Dead Island 2 trailer from like 8 years ago. Like, it's literally a carbon copy of that trailer, but with goats, which is fucking hilarious. So I massively enjoyed that.
I mean, I probably should know this, seeing as that we have worked with Koch Media in the past. But Koch Media on Dead Island 2. Do Koch Media have anything to do with Goat Simulator? As in, was that some form of official? If I look like I've shrunk, by the way, I've dropped my chair down just to make it easier for me to hold Milo off the screen. So if you're like, where's Graham? Like, write the theme tune, sing the theme tune. But do Koch Media have an official link with Goat Simulator? Was that a proper organised thing, or have they just done it as like an homage sort of thing?
I just wanted to take the piss.
Yeah,
I don't think they do. But I haven't looked into it, so I genuinely have no idea. I don't think they do. But can you get in trouble for that?
Kind of. Like, if it's obviously you're doing it for creative reasons, but for something of that level, potentially, I suppose, if they wanted, if it depends on how it gets seen. I don't know enough about the legal situation. If you're ripping something off for your own benefit without permission, then yeah, you can get done. If it's like fair use, creative license, and you're doing it in a way that clearly nods on what that's meant to be, and you're not actually ripping it off to be yourself, then yeah. So just a parody.
It's so far on the nose, like literally, like down to every single movement that the jogger does is literally what happens in the Dead Island trailer, and that's what made me piss, because Dead Island is one of my favorite games of all time. Both of them, Riptide and the first one. I've mentioned this a few times, but Dead Island Riptide is actually the first review of a game that I did back in way back in 2013, maybe.
Great. It
was fucking horrendous. I genuinely don't think. I think I used the microphone in my webcam. That's how fucking bad it was. But yeah, that was obviously nearly 10 years ago. I'm so old. Outriders though, I can't believe.
Bibby's dead.
I can't believe Outriders is still going. I thought Outriders had long since died after about 3 weeks of it coming out, so I'm very surprised that they're injecting some new life into it. Does it mean that it'll take it onto the next level? Not too sure. I want to say no, but I've always got faith in games to turn themselves around. Sometimes though, a game is so far down the path that there is genuinely no turning back, and I do feel like that is definitely in that area. But if the new lease of life is what it needs to bring it back into the forefront of people's mindset when they think, do you know what, I'm going to pick up my controller, what am I going to play? Is it Outriders? Fair play. Good luck to them. Let's see what happens with it.
I mean, they're trying. They're trying. I mean, I scrolled through this this article. So the article that we have is the Games Radar one, as mentioned, and it has embeds of all of the videos. So naturally, if you're going to sit and go through this article and watch every video in full, you're on this page for probably a couple of hours, maybe, if you're reading every word, watching every second. So I skipped past some videos. Some of the stuff I allow it fast forwarding through. Some I just didn't bother watching. Excuse me. Some I watched in their entirety. And Outriders, it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. It comes now with a little bit of pre-charged things. I was like, oh, they're still trying that? Are they really? Go on then. I mean, I was interested in the idea of it at first. Let's click on the video. Let's have a little bit of a watch. And it didn't keep me there. Let's put it that way. I can't even find the video. Where is it? Which one? Where is it? Is it near the top? It is, I think so.
Yeah, it's about the 6th or 7th down.
There we go. Outriders World Slay. I'll put that on the screen.
Peggy 18.
Oh, nope. Mute. So it's not a badly made trailer. It's obviously good graphics and stuff like that. It's just like super fast, quick, cut, blah, 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 blah. And I'm already at a point where I'm not gonna play Outriders. So if you're showing me all the cool things that are in the game and like super fast cuts of all the stuff that I'm missing, it's like, well, okay, well, I'm already missing it. So why are you showing me all the stuff that I'm missing? What you should, for me, be doing is hitting me with a reason to be playing it. Not look at all the stuff you're missing. It's like, okay, I've already accepted that I'm not going to miss it. Why should I come back in? So for me, it's the wrong kind of trailer. It needs like a like more narrative to it. That's what I feel like they need. It could be a great game. It could be well balanced. It could be whatever. They could have changed all sorts of stuff. But in my mind, they aren't. They don't have anything there. Yeah. So that's where they need to hit me with the narrative of, okay, bigger, better, faster, new modes, blah, 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 blah. Like, okay, we got the unstoppable, the immovable. And it's just like, you're talking about stuff, probably, the unstoppable, the unmovable, the unbreakable, or whatever, collide. And it's like, I don't care about who they are or whatever. Like, brace for impact. And it... But why? Why? It's like, why am I coming back to that? We've heard of Outriders. You've added World Slayer on the end of it. Oh, great. Is that a sequel? Is that a DLC? Is that a new chapter or a season of a game that I'm already not playing? Great. I will continue to not play it then. Give me the reasoning there. So, yeah, no.
It was kind of again, I played it for maybe 2 hours, if that, and it felt like it was a mix of Destiny, Gears of War, and Warframe, all three of them games put together, which isn't anything original. I mean, we've had a billion duck and cover games now. If you steal it, not stealing, that's a horrible word to use, I apologise, but if you're taking stuff and inspiration from other games, you need to have original elements in there, and that's genuinely what I don't think that they had.
Absolutely, yeah. Completely agree. Well, I'm just going to look up to catch up. Good morning, fellas. Good morning, King Comic. Welcome in, dude. SGF was decent yesterday, by the way. See, I've seen mixed opinions. I've seen some people saying there was some good news. Some people saying there was a good variety. Some people saying, okay, did it need to be as long as it was, kind of thing. Pacing issues. I mean, there's always a pacing issues comment when it comes to Jeff Keighley's conferences, because he's trying to make them big budget. Big budget comes from advertising revenue, whether that's an advert, whether that's a trailer that's been paid for or whatever. You need to give people what they're paying for, and that's the difficult thing that's still not quite there, obviously. But yeah, overall, I mean, scrolling through this article, there was a shit ton in there. He's got the full fucking E3 week in 3 hours, so yeah. Tito says only action I'm the only action I'm likely to ever get. To be fair, I can't remember what that was in relation to, but I agree with the sentiment. Can't change those donos now. I know, mistakes were made. God damn it! Definitely a 72-hour stream inbound. It's okay. We're capped at 12 hours, so we are fine with that one then. Get something up like VODs while you both sleep. Nice. Silencer, welcome in, dude. Thank you for jumping in on Wednesday night, by the way. Shout out to Silencer and the crew. If you like PUBG and you like esports and you're interested in PUBG esports, but real esports that are super approachable, where you can speak to the casters, you can speak to the competitors, then do check out Code Red. Code Red _GG on Twitch. Silencer is one of the casters from Code Red. Good people. Jumped in, played some games with us after dropping 2 raids on us the other day. You love to see it. Twitch things. Make an unlisted playlist on YouTube of VODs. Put autoplay on while you both sleep. Yeah, exactly, mate. You get 100% of the bit. You get 50% of a sub. Okay, there you go. Nice. Oh no. Oh yeah. I've seen Nietzsche's bit there. You know you've done the right things when Bibby's comparing you to a 6-month-old child. I mean, you've met me a few times, Next Gen Base. So yeah, I've got the kitten next to me right now. He's attacking my legs. Well, Milo was asleep in his bed down here, so we have. I won't jump to it now, but we have a Milo cam, and he's now gone out of the room because he woke up and he was just biting things. He was trying to chew my charger cables, trying to attack my legs and stuff. So Danielle came and she's rescued me from. He's not stream friendly yet. He's like, yay! No, I'm gonna fuck shit up. Turtles, ICU Pup, yeah. Turtles is out next week and on Game Pass. I mean, it looks great. We've been talking about that one for what? It must be 18, 20, 24 months-ish or whatever since it was first announced. Definitely interested in playing through that one. That is, I mean, there's a lot of games where I go, yeah, I'm interested. I'll maybe give it a look, knowing that that's probably about, I wouldn't say 50-50, probably a 30% chance that I actually will play it. But that is something I would definitely like to play. Whether I will or not is a different story, but I definitely 100% would like to play that. I mean, I'm Turtles dude anyway. Where's my Donatello? He's up this.
It was in a half shell.
We tweeted, holy crap, it's Dead Island 2, and then had to walk it back. Is that, Goat Simulator? Yeah. I mean, GG's. Fair play to him. I mean, it's one of the best video game trailers ever. I mean, I still believe Dead Island 1's trailer was better than Dead Island 2 in terms of that emotive hook. But in terms of they couldn't do the same again, how do you pass Dead Island 1 in terms of trailer? I don't really think you can. But on some levels, they did with the Dead Island 2 trailer. It was just so good, so good. I mean, it's definitely not aged the best now. Like, obviously, you look at it now, it's technology has moved on in that sort of sense, but it's, exceptional. So for them to lean into that, GG's. You mean the free game I had from you and got bored of within 2 weeks? What, Outriders? No comment. I don't dislike Outriders, but it's a game that's better played in a group, and my mates don't play sci-fi or fantasy games. Outriders isn't a terrible game. Bibby, what's the difference to you between The Division and Outriders, says Tito?
Location. I think the gritty streets. I feel like there is too many space games now. I feel like there was a point where there wasn't that many of them, and it was somewhat people managed to find as a niche and then dig their claws into it. And now there seems to be a million and one of them. I do believe that the quests or missions, whichever kind of role playing game or language you end up using, I do feel like there's a lot more going on in the Division in terms of like the dark zone and how long you can be playing the game without even scratching the surface, if that's the kind of game that you're going for. I do believe the Division is better with friends than what Outriders was as well, so I do think it has a lot more going for it. I feel like as a game you could do a lot more with the Division than you can do with Outriders. So yeah, that's my differences. I agree with you that if you was to put them side by side as pros and cons, I feel like they would be different. But actually, mechanically, they might be quite the same, especially with the both being duck and cover games. So yeah, I do agree with you. Mechanically, they are quite similar. But in terms of lore, storyline, mission bases, characters, customization, and all the other things, I do believe the Division is a much superior game. I don't even think that's up for debate.
Spike completely disagrees. He says, nope, absolute Division, pants, Outriders, big things is what he says in the chat. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't say that. Sorry. No, he doesn't. Exactly what Bibby said, Spike. It's a mishmash of previous games with nothing new, says Spike in response to Tito asking him what his thoughts were. It's not awful. It's just not nothing. It's just nothing original or interesting. It's all been done.
Uninspired.
Yeah.
Is the perfect word.
Enzo then says far too much space in SGF Summer Game Fest. I agree with that. And Next Gen Base says exactly what I was about to say. Everything was Dead Space. It was like, I can't even remember the titles. There was Fort Solis was Dead Space. Callisto Protocol was Dead Space. Although Callisto Protocol, that gets a pass for me because that was announced before the Dead Space one. Before Dead Space was announced, and before Fort Solis was announced, and so on. So, that said, Fort Solis did actually look kind of okay. Ish. I mean, obviously, we didn't get to see tons of it. I mean, I'll put Fort Solis on now. For those that don't know what we're talking about, obviously, Dead Space is scary in space, suity stuff. So this is Fort Solis. It was the fact that you didn't see much in this. There was like creepiness happening, but you didn't quite get to see it. There was good face modeling, which is always a bonus for me. But then we go back to like look, the face modeling of that Fort Solis dude. I won't play the Aliens Dark Descent trailer, but the faces in Fort Solis look and move much better than the faces in the Aliens Dark Descent trailer, which is an instant win for me. But yeah, lots and lots of space stuff in there, which
Interesting. Another Alien game. After we've had was it Fireteam Elite that didn't do so well?
It did get my attention because the world of Aliens gets my attention. However, I will play the Aliens Dark Descent then. So like we start off, let me mute this. So you've got obviously space stuff again, just for a change. A dude sat at a table being interviewed. I'm going to pause this here now. If you don't want to watch or have this trailer spoiled, there is a spoiler in this trailer that I'm going to skip to the end of it. If you want to watch it, just give us 30 seconds, mute it or something now. But yeah, basically, I will spoil the trailer for you now. It's 2 minutes and 40 that I'm going to spoil. So there's a dude being sat here interviewed. He's talking away. You see the faces. When I was talking about the faces, that like, look, the mouth just doesn't match the words. I've muted it. Take my word for it. It doesn't. Then you skip forward through. You've got all sorts of like alien sort of 3D stuff. This is pretty cool. I'm thinking, okay, this looks pretty badass. But then it's not until you get to like 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Actually, do you know what? I've just skipped past the spoiler. So the spoiler for the trailer isn't. I haven't actually showed it, so you should be okay there. But when you get to 2 minutes and odd, you see that it's like one of those. What's the word I'm looking for? Is it isometric? Like.
That top down.
Yeah. That lost me because that's not my style of game. So I was thinking, oh, Dead Spacey, but with aliens, like what we kind of really like. What was it? The scary alien game? Alien Isolation. So I was thinking, oh, maybe we got something isolationist, but then we see this, and I'm like, okay. You give me 2 minutes of something, and then we get 2.5 minutes in, and I realize it's not what I was interested in.
It does surprise me though that we haven't seen another Aliens game like Isolation. Like Isolation, unbelievable pacing throughout the game, unbelievable atmosphere, voice acting on point. Jump scares on point. Like it had everything that you would want from an Alien IP, and I'm very, very surprised that we've had some generic shooters based off of an Alien IP since. Like it doesn't. It honks. Like why haven't they been able to replicate?
It's an absolute home run. It's a different thing, but the same sort of idea of Pokemon Company make a high spec, basically what was it? Legends Arceus sort of stuff. Give us that third person over the shoulder open world sort of stuff where you can fight Pokemon. Obviously better than Arceus. Give us that and you will just print money forever. Obviously not to that extent, but give us a really good immersive aliens game and you will print money with that. But yet we get these like you say, honking crossovers, which is just like, no.
it blows my mind. Like you say, license to print money. I mean, everyone likes money.
This could be good. This isn't that first-person sort of shooter. Like Next Gen Base says, it looks like XCOM with aliens. I'm in. I mean, XCOM isn't a game for me, but I know that is a game that is revered by many. So if it is an XCOM game with aliens, that could absolutely scratch the itch for you. For me, it was scratching my itch until I saw the XCOM style game angling, and I was like, okay.
I agree. XCOM's decent, but I've just seen Enzo there saying he's looking to try and get into XCOM. If I had the choice between that and Wasteland, I'd go with Wasteland. I think Wasteland 3 is actually on Game Pass, and it's a fantastic game. I would probably persevere with that before going to XCOM. Personally, I'm not saying XCOM is a bad game in any way, shape, or form, but if you had the choice between both of them, I'm going to go with that. But Midnight Suns is basically XCOM with Marvel characters, which massive dub, because I'm going to be playing as Blade, motherfucker.
And the trailer for it was really good as well. I'll jump to that one now. Before I do, though, Next Gen Base says, so we had a behind-closed doors session for Dead Island 2 at the E3. It got revealed, and woof, it was very early. Christ knows where it's at now. I think it's just Dead Island 2.
Well, didn't we cover something not long ago about Dead Island being rebooted again?
They assigned a new developer for it or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
For the 6th time.
I don't like to speak about Dead Island 2 because we worked with Koch Media UK and Nordic at that point in time. So I know stuff that I probably shouldn't say. So I won't say anything on that. But other than the obvious stuff that it has been troubled, they have changed developers multiple times. And as far as I'm aware, and I can say this because this came after I was working with them, it is still coming. It's never not been coming. It's just been in flux, in limbo sort of thing. So we potentially will get that at some point. And I hope we do, because Dead Island deserves more. But yes, Marvel's Midnight Suns, which is a game developed by Firaxis. Oh, Bibby's waving. Hi.
Yes, make sure you press mute on it because it starts off with Master of Puppets.
Okay, play, mute, bosh. So this I'm going to stop right here for just to say this is probably not my style of game, as I said before. Firaxis make I'll press play. I don't need to pause it to say it. Firaxis make XCOM sort of, and this is Marvel in that sort of world. But this could be my gateway, like drug kind of thingy to get me in there. But the trailer is exceptional. I'm gonna skip through a few bits. You're seeing look badass Venom. There we go. Lilith. You see, like obviously these aren't necessarily the characters the way that you will have seen them in the MCU. So obviously leave that shit at the door. Spider-Man is Spider-Man. He's been drawn in so many different ways. You kind of get Spider-Man. You take that as it is pretty much now. But the fact that other characters will look slightly different, it'll be like playing Guardians of the Galaxy, the Square version. You have to just leave it at the door. But the trailer is really, really, really good. Yeah, I'll pause it there. I won't show it. I definitely recommend go watch Marvel's Midnight Suns. The trailer. It's definitely worth a watch.
Skip to 111.
111. Yeah. There we go. Superhero landing. Oh, it's not even on the screen. Fuck. Oh no. Balls that up. Ba-dong. Yeah.
Oh God! Like watching the. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the trailer for you guys into the chat for you, just so you can hear it. Because adding Master of Puppets to it, I mean, Master of Puppets is genuinely one of the best songs ever written, ever performed, and having it in a trailer like this just adds 1,000,001 things to it. So I'll drop that in there for you guys to be able to watch whenever you want. But my God,
it's a good trailer.
It looks fucking insane, man.
Yeah. Obviously, the game isn't going to play like that. Just like I was saying with the Alien one, that's not how the game plays in that sort of sense. But do go and give it a watch. It's definitely worth a look in. Scrolling through the list, then, I mean, there's a lot in there that was just kind of like, okay, yeah, I suppose. But the one that actually got my attention was, let's see if I can find it, and it probably falls into that spacey sort of and another one vibe. Where the feck is it? All right, there we go. It's routine, and do you know what probably caught my attention? Was just the fact that it's that sort of lo-fi ice cream uploads starting trailer. Did you know, like 80s sort of VCR graphics? That's what caught my attention first. So maybe it was just that caught me into it. But we're looking at obviously, is it what is it? Is it a mall-y kind of thing? I can't remember. Whatever. I don't even know what it's walking around, but it might not even be a mall. It might just be the fact that I've just watched through Stranger Things season 1, 2, and 3, and not only does it give me 80s lo-fi stuff, but that's Hawkins Lab in my brain. This bit that I'm looking at is the upside down and normal versions. So this looks pretty sick to me. I know it could just be another Dead Space, another Callisto Protocol, I know that, which is harsh because those games aren't. If someone says, "Would you like another Dead Space?" Last year would have been like, "Fuck yeah!" And this year, because we've got a few of them, everyone's like, "Fuck no!" But this looks pretty. This looks pretty tasty. And as it says here, of all the announced games that could have ever shown up in Summer Game Fest, you'd have never ever guessed this one. Routine was first announced a decade ago, with early development footage shown in 2013 before it effectively dropped off the face of the planet, which was a shame because this survival horror had some pretty tidy ideas. Well, it looks like that 10 years of gestation has developer Luna Software done them the world of good, because Routine looks phenomenal. It's in its new gameplay showing lo-fi tech, creepy environment, and horrifying autonomous enemies. Routine is one to watch out for. It's heading to PC, Xbox Series X, and Game Pass. So, Xbox players, keep your eye out for that one. That could be a very good play. Straight to Game Pass. Nice. So yeah, lots more in there. If you do want us to cover anything, do feel free to say so. I will put the link to the article in the chat now as we jump onto our next article. Have a quick scan through that if you want whilst we're live on stream, and we can jump on it. If not, we'll pick it up some other time. But have a look through. If there's any games in there that we didn't cover that you would like us to have a few words on, do feel free to let us know. Anything else that you want to cover, Bib, that we've not touched on?
Yeah, I think I tweeted about it the other day. That Metal Hellsingers is one of them. I don't know. I've never played one before. I've played rhythm games. I've played a lot of rhythm games, but I've never played one in first person. There's one called Beats Per Minute that came out not long ago. It could have been this year. It could have been last year. But there's one in here called Metal Hellsingers, which features obviously music from Matt Heafy of Trivium and Serge Tankian from System of a Down. Yeah, as well as as well as some other artists as well. So it looks good. Obviously it's original music that's going to be put in here as well, which always a fan of their music. So that's a massive win for me. But I'm just always curious because the blurb says that the trailer doesn't tell us much. The pitch is still a killer. You're getting to blast them up in the style of Doom with rhythm-based gameplay. You need to shoot, dodge, and reload to the beat to make it through each level. I don't know whether or not that's going to be too jarring for me, because in first-person shooters, I like to either conserve my ammo, be able to reload whenever I want. I don't think I'd get it in time. It's not like playing Guitar Hero where you see the notes, you see where you need to strum, and then you can kind of keep the rhythm going. But in this, obviously, you probably listening to the music, going, okay, you're probably reloading or shooting to the bass pedal of a drum. Of a drum. Do you know what I mean? Like that might be too jarring for me, but I'll be more than interested to try it out.
This is probably not something you're going to see on Twitch unless the songs are copyright free. And
I think it's
not
recorded for the game though, so I don't know whether or not that falls under the same category.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's all original music, so that might be the case. Like when I say copyright free, that's kind of what I'm meaning. That so Surge Tanky and System of a Down has been recorded not to play System of a Down tracks, but tracks for this game. Same with Matt Heafy of Trivium, kind of thing. They've made songs specifically for this game. That is where I assume, when I say copyright free, I mean they have the rights for this to be shared on Twitch. If not, this game is dead in the water for content creators. The fact that Trivium's Matt Heafy is doing this in particular, obviously content creator on Twitch himself. So you've kind of got to feel that he's bringing that to the table and saying, okay, I'm making a game, I stream games, and I make music for a game. So therefore, I want people to stream this game and the music. So I would hope that is the case. Because if not, it'll be like that trailer that I've just shown you. Oh, great, lots of stuff happening. You kind of lose the point because I don't know whether I can give you the music or not. So yeah.
That's why I wouldn't stream Guardians. Because
Exactly.
it has copyright music, it has licensed and unlicensed music in there. Why would I want to stream a Guardians game that I can't show the license? I can't listen to the licensed music. Guardians is 90% of the film is based off of the kick-ass soundtrack that's in there. It's obviously not that much, but the music adds a completely separate layer than what you're seeing people act out. So having the music be part of that scene would absolutely ruin it if it was some generic uncopyright music that doesn't really add much to the scene, rather than it being an absolute banger.
Yeah, imagine if someone drops 5 gifted subs and we get like, I've got 6 on it. But rather than boom boom, it's like boom boom boom. It's like, what the fuck is that? Boom boom boom, I've got 5 on it, boom boom boom. It's like, fuck off. I mean, I get what you're going for, but no, it's not the same. And for something like that, where it's literally the game is built around it, you need it to be there. If you get something that goes to the same BPMs or whatever, it's just not going to be the same. There's no point.
It's not. Shame.
Yeah, okay, that trailer was fucking cool. Was not really focused yesterday at Midnight Suns. It's a really good trailer. Like I say, the game for me probably won't hit as high. Same probably. There's a chance it could. That could be my Firaxis duck broken there. But
I hope so.
But maybe not. But either way, the trailer. Bush, yes.
I'm sure this is like the 4th trailer from that game, and one of them did actually feature gameplay. So you may be able to find that gameplay on Twitter, on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, are you talking me or I'm going to say I've seen
Lake. It might be the first time he's seen it because he didn't know that it was had XCOM elements to it. So if he looks on YouTube, I'm sure this is like the 4th trailer that we've seen for this, obviously because it's been delayed a couple of times.
Yeah,
but there was a gameplay one knocking about somewhere, so you'd be able to see how the characters move and shit.
The gameplay one, I believe, came out when Mr. T was still at 2K kind of thingy.
Yeah.
So that would have been how long has he been at Kochi now? Maybe
5 months.
So maybe it was last Gamescom then, kind of potentially. Maybe it was that far back. I don't know. Either way, there is gameplay content out there. It does look decent. Jumping back up, I give up. Twitch app is being buggy as hell for me. Messages not showing up, then having parts of messages from previous entries. No, everyone's just been on the sauce. That's just Twitch this morning. I mean, they're all Dead Space, but with The Last of Us 2 close-up fighting camera work. I mean, that's a good thing, right? The thing is, and that's the thing though, it's like it's amazing how things just come along in fits and starts. Everyone like has the same idea at the same time because people. I mean, that's kind of a good sign, but also a frustrating sign. The industry cries out for something, as in like the community of gamers cries out and then the industry delivers. But because the industry as a whole is listening, everyone delivers it at the same time. So we want some 4-player team-based shooters. And then we get suddenly 1 million Back 4 Bloods hitting the market at the same sort of time. Oh, great, 4-player team plays. Boring now. Okay, give us something different like a Dead Space. Okay, 1 million Dead Spaces. Boring now. Guaranteed next year we will have Dino Crisis, Crisis of Dinosaurs, and real dinosaurs, some shit like that. So yeah, we'll see. I'm looking into getting XCOM 2, just haven't started yet. It reminds me of Saber Team / Syndicate from back in the 90s. Looking up Wasteland 3 now. Saber Team Syndicate. I'd need to look at that to get a memory refresh of what we're talking about. I need to see that trailer again then if XCOM. Yeah. Okay, I've just seen you talking about Lake's messages then. Ghost Rider for the win. You mean the Nicolas Cage movie? Also, we're in 2022. They need to stop making trailers and start showing minimum 50% gameplay.
I agree.
I agree.
I think they need to incorporate it. That's what I think Marvel's Sons did with their second trailer. They managed to put a kick-ass trailer in, as well as showing the trailer moving into the transition of the gameplay and then back to the trailer again. Like it was pretty flawless, and I feel like that is the best way to sell your game.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not a fan of like modeling 3D sprites at super 4K high definition Google prototype scopes ready Dr. Disrespect level of graphics, and then it being like a 2D side scroller. It's like, what's the point in that? Like, I get it's different having that in an FMV versus actual gameplay, but yeah, like for games that are that close to it as well, just give me the fucking gameplay. Not fun. Season 4 is so good of Stranger Things, I imagine. I'm 3 episodes in, and whilst it has been good, it's also a bit slow because the episodes are so long, and you know that it's got a lot. I mean, I'm wearing a Stranger Things t-shirt right now, so you can clearly tell I'm invested in Stranger Things. It will probably make it worthwhile once I get there, but usually it takes like 4 episodes in before you start getting meaty stuff happening anyway. So yeah, it's just a little bit of a slow burner, but not in a way that I'm not going to continue watching it. I want to watch it. I just had fucking awards shows and all sorts of other shit. So yeah. Fun fact: The Upside Down is filmed in Sunderland City Centre. Not a real fact, says DJ. Wouldn't I mean I would have taken that as a fact if you hadn't have corrected it. Could be worse. Could be like mobile adverts and show footage of totally different games. That's true. Yeah. Yep. Corrected. The Upside Down is based on Sunderland. Apologies. It was back to front in Sunderland, not the Upside Down. There you go. Yeah. I'm all over Midnight Sun, says Tito. It's one of the only games I think I've ever considered the Ultimate Edition. Lake says, super fan of Firaxis, of course. Tito says, Bibby, have you got your free cosmetic skins from their Twitter channel?
I've just done it now. I don't know where I'm putting the code. I'm just going to leave it there.
For what's this? What's this for?
For Midnight Suns. So you have to interact with one of their tweets, and then they would then send you a code, but I have no idea where I'm putting it. I've just got the code to the side for the time being.
Okay.
I imagine you have to put it in the game somewhere.
I want to say XCOM 2 is on Game Pass as well. Not sure, though. In-engine footage can fuck off, to be honest. No, I agree. Oh, great. It's in the engine. Okay, well, show us gameplay then. I mean, that's in the engine as well, funnily enough. I mean, I don't mind it when it's like camera angles maybe have altered for stuff because that's something that falls into the realm of stuff that we do. Like, we will take, like, say, gameplay stuff to make social assets, and the natural camera angle that you'll see might just not be... like if as a photographer, you try to get a frame around the picture. It depends on what you have in shot as well as what you don't have in shot. You want to get it perfect. So changing angles and stuff for the use of videos, because you might start to see something coming into shot that you don't want to show off and things like that. Okay, fine, fair enough, that's fine. But stuff that's pretty much gameplay, but not quite gameplay, but also is different from gameplay, but is actually meant to be quite the same. No. I agree, completely agree. Credit to Modern Warfare 2 for showing the game. Full mission as well. I did watch that one. I did. It looked good. I would like to play a Call of Duty campaign mission again. So they've sold me there. Yes, please. It's not running around in 1940s. England, France, whatever. It's Modern Warfare. Nice. I'll take that. Okay, moving ahead then. As mentioned, if you do want us to jump back on any of the games that we haven't covered from last night's Summer Game Fest, do feel free to let us know. We will jump back. For now, though, did you share the Goat Simulator 3 trailer? Simulator 3 trailer? Or was that a different one that you shared?
Did I share it?
Yeah, I remember you put a link in the chat.
I think no. The link I put is for the Midnight Suns.
Yeah. Do yourself a favor and watch the Goat Simulator 3 trailer. I won't watch that. If you want to go the extra step, watch the Dead Island 2 announced trailer, and then watch the Goat Simulator 3 trailer. That if you didn't see the Dead Island 2 trailer a million years ago, it will make a bit more sense and obviously give you the context. Okay, then moving away from Summer Game Fest into our penultimate article, because obviously Summer Game Fest will take up pretty much the entire show today. We will jump into this one, though. Tom Ivan at VGC says, God of War Ragnarok has reportedly been delayed to 2023. Originally scheduled for release in 2021, Sony's game is still officially due later this year. So God of War Ragnarok has reportedly suffered a fresh delay and now won't be released until 2023. That's according to Game Reactor, which claims that the slip to next year has been confirmed to the site by various European sources. VGC has contacted Sony for comment on the report. Responding to the report on Reset Era, Bloomberg's Jason Schreier cast doubt on the claim that the PS5 and PS4 game has been delayed to next year. Quote, it's hard to definitely prove a negative, but someone who would know firsthand just told me they haven't heard anything about a slip to 2023, as did someone else who might know secondhand, he wrote. Earlier on Wednesday, that's end quote, by the way, earlier on Wednesday, prior to the publication of Game Reactor's report, it was claimed that God of War Ragnarok's placeholder date on the PlayStation Network had been changed from September 30th to December 31st. That's according to PlayStation Game Size, a Twitter account which monitors PSN for new applications being added to the service. God of War, okay, we can stop there. We don't need to know about the history. God of War Ragnarok, the next installment from the God of War series, apparently is coming out later this year, could be moved to 2023. Thoughts, babe?
I, it's one of those like it's all just hearsay at this moment in time. But a delayed game at this moment in time does not surprise me at all. I feel like they'll be ready to put it out when it's ready. Obviously, the last one was a game of a generation in terms of what the PlayStation 4 could achieve. It's obviously been moved over. People have been playing on the PlayStation 5 via the PlayStation Collection and made it. I've only been able to play it like that for the first time, but yeah, it wouldn't bother me if it did if it did slip. There were so many games that slipped last year that ended up all coming out in March time. There's like 4 big games that came out around the same time. So if that was to happen with this, I don't think they'll be that bothered. I feel like obviously the holiday season, in terms of being able to bundle up the console with the game, would obviously make them a lot more money. However, you can't even fucking buy PlayStation 5s at this moment in time. They're becoming a bit more frequent. But it's not as if you can just walk into game and buy them anyway. So yeah, it's one of those that they'll release it when they're ready, and I back them 100% with that.
I completely agree. I'm wondering if we've just got the Last of Us splurge. So we've got the Last of Us PS5 multiplayer, which hasn't been dated. We've got the Last of Us Part 1, which is the remake, which is in September 2021. 2022 should have said. I've just seen 2021 on the article. So September this year, we've got the Last of Us content. I imagine the HBO series is probably going to be around that time too. I wonder if it's not even just the game itself. It's Sony going, okay, we want to just fucking Last of Us the shit out of September, October, November. And if we're bringing it out in December, it's almost pretty much too close to Christmas, and we'll miss Game of the Year conversations. So let's not bring it out in late November and in December, because that fucks us off until next year for Game of the Year. And when it's so far away, we'll be forgotten from it anyway. So let's bring it out in March or whatever next year. That way, we give The Last of Us 6 months of freedom and keep it. I mean, God of War, the first one was Game of the Year. So I mean, it did actually win, right? It did win Game of the Year, right? If not, it was in the conversation. So clearly they want to go back to back for that if they can. So Ragnarok, putting that out, like, I think the Game Awards cut off is about the 17th of November, somewhere like that, mid-November. I remember because there's always a game that you think, oh, that could be Game of the Year, and it misses it by like a minute kind of thing. So this coming out then, yeah, that's a bit of a waste. So they probably, not that they would do it just for that, but giving space to The Last of Us and retail windows and awards windows all starts to pile up then. So yeah, that wouldn't surprise me if it does get delayed. And if that helps then with extra polish, air quotes, time, then winner chicken dinner, everyone gets a win. Nice. Like Spike says, do it right or don't do it at all. I'm fine to wait. I agree. I welcome a delay. 2023, the year of PS5. I mean, to be fair, we have been waiting for that year for a while. Not that it's been bad, but it's been PlayStation until now, not necessarily PlayStation 5. There's not really been, apart from Ratchet and Clank, there's not really been a reason to get a PS5, which is possibly hampered by the fact that we're in a pandemic still, but we're not really in a world where everyone has a PS5. So yeah, you know all of the reasons and stuff. So you need to say that in a Scottish accent. Alright. My name's Enzo. 2023, the year of the. How do you say 5? The year of the PS5. Is it 5? 5. I don't know how to say 5. 2023, the year of PlayStation's next generation console. That ends in 5. I can't even say 5. Fuck it. The 5 lets me down. Do you know what? You'll have to send me a voice note saying the word 5, and I'll say it back to you again. We'll have a Scottish off, and then I'll make you say things in a Yorkshire accent. Hey up, pal. That doesn't he know? Okay, that's enough. So God of War Ragnarok has reportedly been delayed to 2023. There you go. You sound like an evil Shrek. I know. It's the thing is, like, it doesn't matter where I'm from as well. You could probably go, oh, that sounds like an Edinburgh accent. Oh, that sounds like full on Glaswegian. And I'm like, all I can do is Mike Myers like Shrek spectacular. Donkey, get out my swamp. My name's Enzo. Sort of thing. It's all the same. I'm sat here with an Xbox Series X wondering why it exists, other than short loading times and not needed at all. I think Digital Foundry asked the question why Microsoft and Sony are even contemplating pro versions of the latest consoles. It's just, there's no
It's
point.
money.
Yeah,
Money.
It's
Make
shy
it
being
smaller.
Scottish.
Make it smaller, make things faster inside it, and that's an easy way for you to be able to print money. Simple as that.
I agree. I agree. Yeah. So yeah, God of War delayed to 2023, not confirmed. Rumors, and there are contrasting rumors to say that is not necessarily the case. We will let you know if there is any developments on that story. I would be surprised if we do get developments on that story this week, at least, with Summer Game Fest last night and all the Last of Us stuff happening. But you never know. You never know. There's some good journalists out there with their fingers on the pulse. Speaking of having fingers on the pulse. That's exactly what we do for you guys. Every Friday, we bring you a segment where we tell you how you can get free shits. What do we call that segment, babe?
Free Game Friday.
Someone want to clip that and get some music behind that.
I say we need a jingle, don't we? We need a jingle.
Just without me laughing underneath it. Just be full on. Free Game Friday. Nice. Enzo's
a guitar out next time.
Enzo's a musician. There we go. We get that.
He is a musician.
Yes. Just get a Shrek twang over the top of it. Free Game Friday. Get out my swamp. Bye. You sound like a northerner. I thought you was going to say something else, so I will take that. I would have genuinely predicted you would have used a different word there, not northerner. It sounds like cat. It's got 4 letters and 2 T's in it. Let's put it that way. You need multiple jingles for sections of the show for the Spotify and SoundCloud listeners. OP3 has spoken. Okay, Precision. We'll make it happen. We'll loop in Enzo Castream. We'll get localized versions as well, so you can get the Shrek edition for our Scottish listeners, and then we'll just have a Shrek edition. I can't do any other accents. I can't even do that accent. So god damn it. Do a clean version, and I'll cut it. We'll get Bibby to record it. We'll go off air. We'll get his mic all propped and set, all his VSTs plugged in, and then we'll get a Free Game Friday. Nice. Get out my swamp, donkey. Can I? Oh yes. You can. Yeah. Okay. We'll get Bibby to record it, then send it to you, Precision. You then record your version, and we'll send them both to Enzo, and he can do some sort of like mashup. Yeah.
We'll have to harmonise it. I fucking love a good harmony. So let's harmonise it.
Oh, do you know what? That's it. That's what we'll do. We'll get Bibby to record it. We'll post it in the Discord. Everyone else can do their version of it and send it in. Harmonise to the same tune. And we'll get fucking community jargon.
There we go.
Jargon jingle. There we go. Yeah, fucking let's go. Get the Enzo stamp of approval on it. Smash.
Yeah.
Bibby full VST'd out of his mind. We've got violence and speed and okay, no.
Testosterone?
Yes, let's go, Bib. Nice. For now though, it is Free Game Friday.
There you go.
Violence and speed and titties.
Yeah. Emotional damage.
Oh, that's amazing. Anyway, Morgan Park and the crew at the PC Gamer have your Free Game Friday game, and we can tell you that today, or actually yesterday, because it's about 4:30, 5, 6-ish in the afternoon on a Thursday, it updates, and this week's free game is Man Eater. So if you have Epic Game Store, and if you don't, just get yourself an account, get this redeemed, add it to your account. So should you ever get a PC, then you can play Man Eater on PC. You can get that free now until June the 16th. That is next week, obviously. At which point, we will get Supraland, which is basically a land full of Toyota Supras. Nice, let's go. I don't know what Supraland is, really. I have no idea. But Man Eater is definitely worth a punt. It's one of those games that nobody ever goes, oh, best game ever. Oh, I want to play that. But when it's there, it's definitely worth a dabble. So if you have Epic Games Store, do jump in, get it added to your account. If you're not going to download it, just get it redeemed. So help yourself to a free game this Friday. Let's go. This was free on PS already. It was, but not everybody has a PS. Some people have PCs, but no PS. But if you got it on PS, then get it on PC as well. Keep yourself footloose. Nice.
Curious.
Look, I like a good bit of Tito abuse, but calling him a Tory is a bit far, man. What? I missed that one. Tito's a Tory? I can't. I've missed it. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Tito with the Tory racist comment. I guess I've missed the Tory. I don't know. I'm gonna put a pin in that. I'm gonna go back and catch up whilst we've gone off leg because my brain. I mean, I'm tired, sleep deprived. Yes. See, you can tell on that bombshell. We are gonna wrap things up. Thank you for dropping in to the scoop. I am sleep deprived. This is Bib. We've been Ice Cream Uploads. Goodbye. No, we are going to disappear, though. Don't forget, though, we are back at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning with 24 hours of stream. Our first ever 24-hour stream. I think the longest stream we've ever had has been 13 hours. And that was me playing PUBG just because. And I was flagging at the end of that. This is twice the length of that, pretty much. So if you aren't doing anything from 10 a.m.-ish on Saturday until 10 a.m.-ish on Sunday, do feel free to join me and Bib and friends as we will be live from the Ice Cream Studio, not our own homes. We will be in the studio. And if things go the subathon way, we'll be watching Bibby do some keepy uppies. He's got a dodgy leg as well, by the way. So
I have got a dodgy leg. I have got a dodgy leg, but for you guys, I will commit to breaking my fucking leg for you. You know what I mean?
For those that have been watching the channel ever since Jack, like back in the day when Jack used to play Fortnite, you may be aware. Fortnite today. You may be aware of the dab on the haters internal meme. If you don't know what it means, don't worry. We'll show you the clip, and then we will dab on the haters. That's already confirmed. We will be dabbing for your viewing pleasure at once, and then we'll get it out of the way. It's gone. But we could be eating spicy shit. We could be eating 50 nuggets each, or trying to, and failing, 100% failing. But there's all sorts of stuff. Do feel free to come along. We've got 12 hours, different games, different challenges. Hopefully, it'll be a good fun watch. We'll have some Masters of the League back on your screen in 2022. What is this? What is not?
As I said, also make sure that your PlayStation 5 has FIFA installed on it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I need for you to do. That's the only thing that you need to participate in. Not you, Graham. Talking about everybody else.
I was going to say I was going to play PUBG.
Yeah.
Can I play?
I'm interested to see what your game is going to be.
Yeah, what will you choose? Yeah, we do have. So we have shared a schedule, ! Subathon if you want the schedule. We've got some PUBG, we've got some Fortnite, we've got some segments where you can choose, we've got some pro clubs, we've got some Masters of the League, some Gang Beasts, and another you choose sort of segment. That may change the day goes along. If people aren't feeling Fortnite, we might jump into pro clubs early or jump back into PUBGs or play something else or whatever. That's the thing with the 24-hour stream. We've got a lot of hours to mix it up, and you guys are the ones that will help do that. So we will be playing games that we feel that might be fun, but if you want to change up the scenario, we can do that on the fly. That's the joys of a subathon. It's for us to figure it out as we go. So do feel free to join us from 10 a.m.-ish tomorrow morning as we do that, mate. Who has a PS5? Get in the sea, you whopper. I've got two. I've bought three, sold one for profit.
Listen, Graham could break. We've got a spare one in the office, so if anyone's round the Pulton area, do you know what I mean? Welcome and join us.
Yeah. I mean, we could have three PS5s and an Xbox Series X lined up on the desk in the studio. Just if you know, just say if anyone wants to break in and no, that's not what I'm saying. We do have big bars and shit over the windows. It's fine.
We do.
I'm down for some Gang Beasts. Yeah. That's going to be late doors, early hours sort of stuff. So yeah, man. Yeah, Switch Pro is greater than PS5 Kappa. Ads, please. Let's go. Dodgy leg matches the rest of you then, says Tito.
Very true. Very true.
But yes, that will be tomorrow at 10 a.m.-ish. Before that, Mr. Bib, is there anything you'd like to add?
Yes.
Nice. Clear it out. And let's go.
Thank you very much for joining us for the 4 episodes.
How many are there? Pre-game Friday.
Pre-game Friday. Thank you very much for joining us for all 4 episodes of The Scoop this week. We very much appreciate you getting involved by giving us news articles to be able to talk about and giving your thoughts and impressions. But a new week is starting next week, so if you don't want to help shape those shows, there is 2 ways that you can do so. First of all, find us on social media. It is at Ice Cream Uploads across all major social media platforms, or alternatively, get involved with our Discord. If you're watching this in any of our on-demand services, putting a really poorly cough on here, Graham.
Oh, excuses are already coming out. Oh, we can't do 24
Gammy
hours.
leg, can't talk. I mean, can't talk is just fucking everyday life. But you know the vibe by now. You want to give us news articles, we want to talk about them. Find us on social media at Ice Cream Uploads across all major social media platforms, or get involved with our Discord. Very easy, very simple. We'll be back on your screens. Well, with the scoop on Monday. At what time, Graham?
10 a.m. Ish.
Ish. I'll probably still be in bed by then.
Yeah, absolutely. 100% guaranteed. Same. Voice of an Angle. Kurt Angle. You suck. You suck.
You suck. There you go. There's another harmony for you boys.
Nice.
Get it clipped.
Nailed it. Get some sleep, lads. Heaven knows you're going to need it. We will break you. Oh, no. I am actually going to have a nap this afternoon. I am dying already, let alone with tomorrow's stuff. Do stick around, though. Insert Coin have just gone live. I would very much appreciate if you can help us help our friends. So we are part of the Insert Coin army. We wear Insert Coin merch and flog that shit hard. You hear me? No. We don't flog it hard, to be fair, because it sells itself. We don't need to. We wear it because we enjoy it. We wore Insert Coin clothing before we started to partner with them. We partnered with them because it's good shit. So yeah, anyway, do feel free to join the raid. We will drop a raid on them now. They've just gone live. They only stream for an hour or so anyway, so if you can stick around for the full hour, that'd be great. If you just drop in and say hi, thank you, Ice Cream Uploads have sent us over, enjoy the stream, that sort of stuff, whatever, we would very much appreciate it, because they're good people, and they look after us and they let us look after you, which we already have some things planned in for you guys, by the way. If anyone likes some Ice Cream Uploads Insert Coin crossover giveaways, then keep your eyes on the channel, because stuff coming over the next few months. So yeah, do feel free to go over to Insert Coin. From us, though, have yourself a beautiful day. We will see you for 24 hours of madness. Until then, stay frosty.
Stay frosty.